Good afternoon, friends. It's the Frenchman. Wanted to come on real quick and give some of my southern brothers and sisters a few winter storm ideas. I know you guys are getting some odd weather and probably not really sure what to do. So, a few of the things that we do up here in New England to kind of mitigate any damage or anything like that. Ice dams. If you don't know what that is, that's when snow and ice build up on the roof of your house or garage. I say garage because I'm looking at my garage. And it melts and then refreezes and melts and refreezes. And you all know what happens to water when it freezes. It expands. And what happens is it gets under your shingles. It can separate the gutter from the house. Separate the shingles from the roof. It could separate the plywood from the rafters. In extreme cases, I drove by a house the other day, and the entire gutter, the weight of the ice pulled the entire gutter off the house, and it took the entire soffit with it, along with some of the tail ends of some of the rafters. You can see they were all exposed. They were all rotted. They look like mush. They look like you could just grab it and it'll just crumble away in your fingers. That's bad. You let that build up like that over time, that's what happens. And even went as far as it pulled the cable wire from the pole connected to the house. Took it right down with it. So, up here what some homeowners do, they get the heated coil wires. They run along the bottom edge of the roof, about a foot or two up, and into the gutter and along that. So ice never even stands a chance, just constantly melts. It's good. That's a good way to do it. Or if you're feeling froggish, you could always get up there on a ladder and some ice melt. Of course, that's a pain in the neck to do, but you know, up here we got to do what we got to do. So that's that. Extreme wind. I know I was talking with Patriot 3% the other day, and he was getting some serious wind, and I got to thinking, what we used to do up here, or what we still in some houses do up here, is we put tape on the windows, like this, and like a star, corner to corner, you know. So if you live in an old house with old windows, where you can tell that the windows, the glass is all glass, not like newer windows where you could tell there's a lot of plastic in there, kind of like in the windshield of your car. Not like that. Extreme wind, we've had cases up here, the wind just breaks windows, glass flying across the house. Put tape on it like that, it'll stop it from at least coming in. Glass can still break, but it'll stay together. So there's that. Any kind of tape, duct tape, masking tape, packing tape, probably not Scotch tape, but any of the other tape that I mentioned will work. Winter driving, there's another one. A lot of people down south, I know there's probably not even many plows in some areas, I can imagine. So what do you do if you have to go out and the roads are full of ice and snow? You start sliding. Steer and counter steer. Don't panic and immediately you start sliding to the right, cut your wheel to the left, because that's just going to cause you to spin around. That's even worse, because by the time the car stops, now you're all disoriented. You've possibly hit another vehicle or a telephone pole or a structure, something like that. You don't want that. Steer and counter steer. Kind of easier said than done, I guess, but you got to just kind of go with it, and then just pull yourself out of it. It's hard to explain, but that's how we do it. You could also use snow tires, studded tires. I think up here they made them illegal because they were just, between those and the plows, obliterating the roads. So it's understandable, I guess. But down south, they're probably not illegal, so think about it. You know, back in the day, guys would actually wrap chains around their tires. That's definitely illegal up here. But that's another thing you could do. So, frozen pipes. There's another one. Up here, a lot of people, they'll leave the water running, you know, just leave it a steady drip, steady bead coming out. That way there's always water in there flowing. Either that or you just have everything shut off and winterized. A lot of people do that. A lot of people that go away, you know, for the winter, or people that definitely, you know, won't be using their exterior water on that odd warm day that, you know, New Englanders are known to get. Yeah, we get those. So those are just a few ideas I wanted to throw out there to you guys. Hopefully that helps, because, you know, I'm all about helping out my brothers and my sisters. So in the meantime, I love you guys. Stay frosty, cool kids.